So I am back. And I'm gonna tell you what I was telling you about for 40 minutes. Yeah. So, how to be very successful? The very first thing you have to do, I think I will put all this information in one video, because if it doesn't work again, I'm gonna be super sad, super upset, and yeah, I'm gonna be suffering. So let's go. The first thing we have to do, I don't have any script, so you don't have to have any either, but no, you have to have a script. What you want to be, what you want to have in 5 years. Me, I have my plan and I behave accordingly. For example, my parents, my grandparents asking me, when are you getting married? When you're gonna give birth to child? My answer is never. Never. Because I don't want my life to look like this in 5 years. I don't want my life to be like this in 5 years. I have 5 points, 5 goals. It's not really goals, it's just plans, you know. Because goals, they are much bigger. This is just basic needs. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. I need Porsche Cayenne. I need my apartment. It can be small, but clear and a good neighborhood. I need from 5 to 10,000 euros per month. I need to be able to write books and to publish them. I need to have 10 published books. 1 is already published. So I'm on my way. And what else? I need an opportunity to work from home. Those are 4 things. As you can see, there's no Birkin bag, there's no Ferrari, there's no huge house in the south of France here. There's none of it. I just want these 5 things. To be healthy, obviously, to be happy, to be prosperous, to have my own business, obviously. This is like, obviously. But I just write it down. It allows me to know myself. So if you do that for yourself, you're gonna be surprised. Super surprised. So take a piece of paper and write it down. Me in 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have more things to desire, you can put them here. So 5 years, that's kind of a lot, but not that much. And everything that stops you, that takes you away from your dreams, from what you want your life to be in 5 years, you say no to those things. If you know that you are with some toxic partner, or some brokey, if you're a girl, or I don't know, or if you decided to dive into bad habits, like drinking, or God forbid, something else, you have to remember who you are, who you want to be. And if you see that in 5 years, if you do this or that, if in 5 years it will be impossible to reach everything you want to reach, say no to those things. You're not losing anything. Sure thing, a lot of things can bring you a lot of opportunities. Knowing people can bring you new opportunities, but it depends on what kind of people. So think about it. Be thoughtful. This we have. I'm not gonna explain more. You will tell me after you're gonna do that. You will tell me in the comments, because it takes 1 minute. I mean, take 1 minute for yourself, just to understand yourself. Because if you know yourself, when you know what you want, when you know who you are, when you know what are your goals, it's going to be much easier to live. You're not going to be that anxious and that lost. The second thing I wanted to give you, to show you. how to make your self-esteem better. How to get this self-esteem, actually. Here's the one thing that helped me a lot, that helps me, that I will never give up on, never. It's that my weekly planner, let's call it like that. So usually it's supposed so you have the week, it's like school diary, and you put Monday, I have to do this, but I don't like when someone tells me what to do. I can decide by myself. And there are some days when you have to do list, but you're not really in the mood to do these things, and you're super anxious, and you decide to stay in bed and just to watch reels, TikToks, and stuff like that, just to avoid. What I am doing, I'm doing this stuff a lot. Also, staying in bed, watching not reels, not TikToks. I'm reading a lot. I'm binge reading, but whatever it is, it's still not okay. Instead of writing down what I have to do every day, because it's too extreme, I take this thing and I write down what I have done. So, for example, I took pills. I write it down. I took pills because it's a good thing, because it makes me better. In terms of one day, it's not really something that's life-changing. But for example, I'm taking pills that changed my mood, changed my eating behavior, and I've lost a lot of weight. And I no longer have cravings. And I'm a better person now. You see? So pills. Then you, picked up parcel. It's also good because you did it, because you have to put some effort into that. So even the smallest thing, or you can put big things. For me, it's a challenge to go to school, but I'm going to school, but it always was a challenge. Now it's okay because I'm literally in love with my teacher. I would marry her. She's amazing. She's wonderful. She's fantastic, and it's floristry, so it's okay for me. But still, there are people, I have to talk to them, I have to meet them, and sometimes I'm not in the mood. I cannot. So, you just write it down. What have you done? So you're in control, and you know that you're in control, and you're not going to be that anxious, because no one tells you what to do. You've done, and after doing something, you write it down. Then I did that. It's called the Diary of Success or something like that. I don't know the exact name, but not to-do list, but what I have done list. And your self-esteem is gonna like this, because you're gonna see that actually I'm not useless. I'm not doing nothing in my life. I'm doing at least something. And if you are in deep depression, I've been there, I know. Even if you brush your teeth, even if you take a shower, write it down, because it's very important. If you, for example, there are some people that trying to get rid of bad habits, or not trying to get rid of bad habits, whatever. For example, this week, for me personally, now it's Sunday, today is Sunday. This week I wasn't drinking, I was drinking only with my mom on Friday. We took a couple of glasses of champagne. That's it. And it's also cool. I mean, no alcohol, no alcohol, no alcohol, no alcohol, no alcohol, no alcohol. I mean, that's good, because I like sometimes to drink. So if small things not very important, and it will go to bigger things. And if you had some plans to do something, you're gonna remember that actually it's good for me, because I'm gonna just write it down in my diary, and it's gonna be your essential thing. It's always gonna be with you, so it has to be pretty one. If you don't have this kind of thing, you can just take any notebook, any, just 16th of October 2025. 1, I brushed my teeth, I don't know, whatever. 2, I did embroidery. 3, I read books. Like Mia, I like to be, how to say, I like to know for sure. So sometimes I put the timer and I read a book, which I don't like, for example, but I have to, for 10 minutes, and I read it 3 times, so 30 minutes, and I write it down, 10x3. It helps a lot. That's what I wanted to say today. For today, that's it for today. Try it out. Try out your what you see yourself in 5 years, what you want to have in 5 years. It will. Our brain is something incredible. I cannot explain. I can explain that, but not now. I will read about it, so I'm not telling you some BS. So apparently, your brain, when it knows where to move, in which direction, it will move in that direction. It's better to know than not to know. So give it a try. Good luck. I love you. See you soon.